Hello, welcome to Mystic Moons. It's been a while, hasn't it? That you even thought of what you're going to do when someone comes for you. You go, what? What? Well, wait a minute. Things are tightening. Things are tightening. And you could say, not to me, not to me. But however, the puzzle pieces are scattering, and they're here for you and me and everyone else to try and see just what is going on in this crazy, 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 and I mean crazy, crazy, crazy world. You know, it's pretty strange, isn't it? How things are turning out. 2026, 6 months into the year, 7 months, and it's so crazy. So crazy. And I mean, who out there is generally content? Generally feeling okay. I mean, okay in terms of like tomorrow is the same as today, tomorrow, like that. Who out there among any of you, any of you can even say that with confidence without thinking, wait a minute, what did I just say? Now, we all know, Mystic Moon listeners, that the war is out there, right? But it's also in here too. It's everywhere. And you go, hey, why should I, me, feel anything about something that happens way over there? But, you know, messages have a way of like flying through the sky, flying through the ether. Warnings, omens. Are you picking up on these things? Warnings, omens. What are you going to do? Just because it's happening to somebody else right now, like war, doesn't mean it's not going to happen near you or on you, right? In the United States, you have ICE, you have cops, you have war talk, you have voice police. Don't say those things. This is like creepy. It's creepy. And then you have a war going on that you wonder, what does this have to do with me? But maybe you go into the store, check, ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. You go fill up your gas car, the gas in your car, your truck, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. And there's no end in sight. None. And then nobody's talking about, they're talking about like fairy tales. I mean, things are fabulous. Things are this, things are that. But yet, you're talking to robots. See, have any of you out there gone for a job interview and been interviewed by a damn robot? Yes. Where are the people? And it's the stupidest thing ever. The robot asked you if you're going to be a good worker bee. Worker bee. And did you hear the latest thing? The United States is going to put that draft in. The draft. Your friends, your boyfriends, your kids, your grandkids, your everything person. Right now it's just guys. Poor guys. From 18 to 26. But that could change. And you know that we are not, nothing is written in stone. Nothing is signed in cement. Nothing is deadbolt. It's all funky. It's funky. So what do you know about what? They can come for you for any reason. You said something on social media. You said you didn't dress right. Or any reason. We don't like your look. You're thinking wrong. Crazy, huh? And did you see those robots they were like, China keeps on flashing us, these 6-foot things, metal things? Kazum. Well, we all see where this is going because all of us watch sci-fi. I do, you do. Who doesn't watch sci-fi? And you get a lot of messages on science fiction. A lot of messages. They want to keep it fantasy, but we won't go into all that about the cosmos, the ether, and the planets and stuff like that. We're just sticking right here. What are you going to do when these 3D, three-dimensional I do what I do's, and I say this on purpose. I do's what I's told. Oh, you know those people. They used to call them, they tried to put them in the worker class. But I mean, even worker class people have enough more to understand, more upstairs in the brain area to understand that this is not the way you live your life, right? It's not the way you live your life. This sucky environment they're trying to slowly put on you and me and everybody we know. And we know it's BS. Like you walk into a store, because the cameras are watching you. The cart is testing out your heartbeat, reading your face. I mean, it's nuts. It's nuts. What will this person pay? What will this person like? I'm going to sell more. And then is this person worthy of my food, my groceries, my services? It's crap. It's crap. And then this whole energy thing going on in the Middle East. This is crazy. Very crazy. Like you won't have, maybe if you're going to be cold in a few months, you won't have the energy. Your country may not have the energy to provide you heat or air conditioning. I mean, every day that goes by, you have to say, oh, God bless, the lights came on. Are we that far from that type of reality? Where are we going? Are we going to sit back and go, I'm really good. I'm really good. Right? I'm a good person. Do you really think good and evil exist in this coming dystopic, which means funky surveillance type, march in line, get in this stall, get in that stall, get on the farm, or get out there and be eaten by the wolves? I mean, the choices they're kind of giving us. Be good, be good, be good, be good, be good. As if they who are saying be good are good, but they're going to still come for you because you maybe are enlightened. Maybe you can see instead of just looking like an idiot. Oh, dumb. That's because they're trying to make you dumb when you know you're not dumb. You know you are not dumb, right? And you will not be dumbed. That's a word, isn't it? Dumbed. Dumbed down. Let's ask these questions. Let's find out where we are going, right? Let's find out what and how. They're coming for us in a variety of ways. You were on your car, you went down this lane. This is the United States I'm talking about. It's elsewhere too. That's where they're making all the moolah, all the cash, all the wampum, all the dirhams, right? They're making this money to keep us in plastic, fantastic, see-throughs. We're packaged. This person has a temperament that goes blah, blah, blah. This person is good for nuts and bolts work. This person is creative. This person, but must be watched because they're, you know how those creative people are. I mean, you don't know where it's going, but we don't have to wait. We don't have to live like this. We don't have to live in a state of war, getting ready to be drafted, to be killed and fried, or at least sweated in some godforsaken hole that you can't even pronounce the name of. You think it's not going to happen to you? It's not going to happen to me. Who knows? Who knows? This question, where are you living and what do you want from this life? Like you say, I'm going to go to school in the fall. But what if the draft comes and claims you? 18 to 26-year-olds. And that draft age goes up to 42, by the way. 42 years old. And I think in Ukraine, which they've been having war for years on end, I think they go up to 60-something, right? 60-something. all to serve the state, the Leviathan, the hegemonic might is right. You got it, I want it, I'm taking it. That's what hegemonic societies do. And that's what the United States is. And as well as other NATO countries are hegemonic states. States. We should learn these words. We should learn these words. We should learn. We should learn. We should. Don't be shortchanged. Don't be shortchanged. Now, out there, is anybody going to be drafted? Is anybody going to be fired because somehow this amazing robot is taking your place? Huh? Now, you can take all these policemen and these law enforcement individuals, which, I mean, they have some nice guys and gals in them. But however, do they are actually thinking the time or counting the days before a robot dog or a robot humanoid robot, 2 legs, 2 arms, and kind of looks like some fugly Barbie or Ken doll, is going to take their place because it's cheaper. Cheaper. What would you do if you saw a fleet of robots? This is not, iRobot movie. Come marching down to have law and order. You think they'll hesitate? Do you think that they are conditioned not to read your face, not to read your heat exchange? Yes. It's a very, very bizarro reality. All of us, no matter if we're on Asia, the Americas, the European continent, the swath it is, East or West Europe, Africa. Now we have to get back. We have to get back. It's almost like Joan Baez's song, old song, Get Back to the Garden, because we're in the recycle bin right now. We are in the recycle bin. Now, are you content to be snuffed around just because your bed is a little soft right now? A little soft. But the way they talk about nuclear weapons, right now, the word is that nuclear weapons are on the table, of course, for either party. And of course, we're talking about the West, because they can't defeat their so-called enemy, whom you're supposed to hate because some rich guys did not get what they wanted at the time they wanted, and blah, blah, blah. Some deal, and I mean business deal, did not go through. Could also be a sexual deal, who knows? But we do know that these non-scrupulous deals are all the time on the table. All the time on the table. And you and I and people, populations, are just pawns in very wealthy people's games, very wealthy people's aspirations. Well, I'm open for questions today, and thank you for joining. Thank you for being around. I'm open for questions if you have something that you feel in your stomach, in your innards is coming for you. I'm here. If you have anything on your mind you want to share, do so. Because all of a sudden I'm back. I've been doing something and I'm still in the middle of it. And it is timely, just like you. Your questions, your answers are timely too. And let me know if you want. Just write something down. I'm going to get a drink. Now, if anybody wants a reading, I'm here. Just if you want to put you have any questions, anything you want to talk about, well, just say it. Just write it out and say, get it off, get it circulating in the ether, because this is the time to release that question. What are you going to do when they come for you? What are you going to do? Have you ever had a knock on the door? Bunk, 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 bunk. Because some cretin, I can't think of the other word. Some cretin has an impulse on you, has something, wants attention from you. Same thing at work. The same thing at work. Maybe they think you look too good or you're too smart or something. And I just know how to, this day of tattletales, or just, one thing we have right now, since our countries are, especially in the West, are pirates. They love to take what they can't have. So obviously when you have governments that are like graspy fingers, and we call it colonialism or post-colonialism, we give it a lot of cute names, but it's still taking what somebody else has because you want it and you said, why not? Why not? It's the law of the jungle. I'm a tiger. You're a rabbit. I got it. Well, that's not the way it goes. That's not the way it goes. And the only reason we have this kind of primordial, primitive crap going down is because they try to keep us, and they do keep us, a lot of us, in a little box until it gets big enough to be your coffin. Bing! And that's the end of you because they've used you and aged you prematurely. Yes. So you understand that tick-tock time, like time is a strange thing. But if you keep on listening to all the bad news and you listen, and of course you should pay attention. But I mean, listening to like things that concern you. Now this concerns you because it is you. And we know if you don't conform to a certain kind of behavior, well, what happens? They come for you. They come for you. They come for you through the mail. They come for you through the email. They come from you from the chat. They come from you from letters. They come from you on foot. They come by car. And in a certain place, they come by bombs. Bombs away. But the message is the same. The message is the same. Like even right now, what's happening, we hear about two sides. The United States, and with its little spearhead, go for Israel, or the other way around, is fighting Iran. Of course, now the war is like in half a dozen different countries right now. But they don't talk about how the whole stuff happened. They just want your body to like, yeah. And then they want your boots on the ground, boots in the street. They want you to react. They want you to not eat that much because ultimately, because you're taking the goodies from them. So that's why they got weapons. Weapons. These are not flowers. These are not love charms. No. This is a world that is progressively becoming not stable, not solid, because we have greed and we have ignorance. Ignorance. This looks like a crow's feather, doesn't it? Maybe it is. No, it's not. This is actually a geese. A geese feather. Don't be shy. You got a question out there? Lay it on me. Share it. Because you don't know what tomorrow will bring. You're using too much energy. You're not spending enough money. You owe the rent. You owe the mortgage. Pay your gas bill. It's crazy. I know that you can, and why don't you? That's what the question comes down to, right? question comes down to, how long are we going to put up with this population, people? How long? How long are we going to let a small group of people enjoy their life while we watch around in rags, eating beans, sucking on pizza? How long are we going to say, oh, it's okay for them? That person has lots of money. Do you honestly think Elon Musk is happy with all his dough, all his assets? He doesn't seem like a very happy man. Yes, he gets through the normal eat, sleep, etc. But is that really the goal of our lives? Is that what we're here for? Of course, you can say we're here to procreate. But it's more than that. It's more than that. Well, I got another drink. I'm drinking water today. Tomorrow I gotta go to the store and get some tea. Not gossip, but actual tea. I am thirsty. So, I've learned a lot lately. A lot. Have you learned anything lately? I'm sure you have. You know, I never understood certain things. I mean, why people go to war, why people fight. I mean, just why there is a difference in energy. And it takes a lot of uncomfortableness, I think, to raise your energy level, to raise your frequency. Don't you think so? I mean, if you're like never had any big challenges other than the basics, but I mean, some kind of potentially, I'm not saying this word right, intentionally. Well, I can't say the word right now. Oh, garf. Some sort of basic life blockage. Something that's not letting you get what you want or what you need. That is something that really hits a certain type of way. And that's when the growth comes in. A challenge. Existentially. Yes, that's the word. My cat wants to sing songs. My little cat. My Siamese. She's 16 and a half years old. She's been everywhere too. She's a singer. She always feels that she has to sing. And of course, she's 16 plus years and she's Siamese and she's not neutered. She's allowed to sing and be her little girl self. And she's 16 and still rocking it. She's rocking it. She's rocking it. And she's happy. She's happy. She's happy. Well, what do you think? We should have known when Trump. Oh, she's singing loud. But we should have known all this war stuff was going to come in when Trump changed the Department of Defense to the Department of War. Are you happy with this aggressive stance? Is it making us rich? Is it edifying our brains? Is it what? Or is it a plot just to reduce our 350 million people to half of that or less? You keep on hearing about these rich Europeans who keep on saying the earth would be more hospitable or more survivable with only 4 billion people, not 8 billion people or 6 billion. So you have to, and they firmly believe that, as if it's the same thing that was always being said. Only certain people have the right to live well because there's only a certain amount of this and that. Food, energy. So now they're squeezing us. I mean, what's happening now in the world is artificially produced, not naturally, but artificially stimulated. We had no problems before. No problems. I mean, we had problems, but not to the height and the depth. Some people are really trying to bring across the end times, these religious fervor people, fever people. They're trying to bring upon all the chaos necessary to make people scream out. And what are we doing about it? What are we doing about it? You think that's what I'm talking about? What do you this has a ripple effect. Sometimes when these people that do evil, I knew this man. He was in control of some place. And he was a man who was inspired by someone earlier in life. In fact, the same person that I was at one time inspired by. So we had a certain commonality. However, I moved on to elsewhere and went here and there and here and there, whereas he stayed there in that place. And he became resentful of people that were able to move on with their life. Anyway, he did a lot of creepy things. I mean, because he had the power to do so. Anyway, long and short, he's dead now. He's dead prematurely, but he's dead. How he died, I haven't uncovered that intel. But people that are doing evil things to you or doing strange things, karma. Not karma. It's just that when you're not around, that they can eat you. They'll eat themselves. Isn't that creepy? That's creepy. And that's almost what nations do too. They eat themselves. Everything changes. Molecules, solid, liquid, gas. We're all nothing. There is nothing solid. There is nothing that stays the same. There's evolutions. And you have to keep on putting good energy into something to keep it alive and well. And when you put the opposite of that, well, things happen. I'll keep this open for a little bit of time, but if I'm going to go back and work on some things. And if anybody has a question, I'm here. Don't be scared. Don't be whatever. You get a question, you want to find out. What are you going to do when they come for you? Because they will be knocking on your door through your computer, through your phone. They will ring, ring, ring. Because The age of privacy? Mm-mm. The age of leave me alone. Because they need your sweat. They need your sweat. Maybe even just to be a seasoning in their compost. I don't know. That's what we have to find out. Because things are out of control. And they will get back in control when we find out some more information. Right? Some more information. Well, back again for a little bit. Back again. So how are you? Where are you located? Well, if no one has any questions right now, I think I'll sign off and catch you another time. All right. Until the next time. Bye bye.